Hi guys, this is part 1 of the tutorial for the ice caps from Bright Eyed Bling. I didn't glue the lid on this one yet. The lighting sucks, sorry. And ignore my bulldog snoring in the background. But, so for this first part, I'll show you how to do your whip topping. Sarah has brought up coming for a whipple, and first thing I did was drew little circles from my lid so I knew what size they needed to be so they would fit inside the cups. And then I have a cake bag with a little star tip, and then you just load your product inside of that, and sorry for the boringness. I don't really know what to talk about. I'm just gonna pipe my whipple out. I might have made that one a little too watery compared to the one I did yesterday. I only did one of these so far, so bear with me on this, and I've never done a tutorial before. Okay. That's fine. So that's... that one I think I watered down too much. It's just kind of flattening out. I added a little bit of water in my product so it was easier to get through the cake bag. So yesterday I just pushed the tip out. So these are the ones I did yesterday. It has a little more form and shape to it, which I'm not actually using whipple. I made this product, so I imagine the whipple won't flatten out like my crappy stuff is doing here. So you're just kind of like going around inside the circle with it. Please don't laugh at me, I've never done a tutorial before, so doing my best. Oh yeah, those turned out into blobs, so that's not going well. But that's essentially what you're doing to shape it. Like I said, I added too much water in mine, so they're just kind of plopping out. But they'll actually look like this. They'll have a little more, the ridges and everything to them. And then you'll just let that dry. Oh god, what a disaster. Yeah, I would definitely just buy the whipple product from Sarah, because this is a freaking disaster right now. It went really well yesterday, but it's not going well now. Okay, so those are apparently just gooey blobs. And next I'll do the cup part. Hey, so this is part 2 of my ice cap keychain tutorial for the iced coffees from the keychains from Bright Eyed Bling. Sorry, I've never done a tutorial, so please bear with me. First thing, I add a little bit of ice to the bottom, so you can see it on the bottom and top of the cup, which I'm going to mix it all around anyways, so I don't even know if that matters, but like I said. I've only done one of these, so I'm doing my best to make it so you guys can understand it. Guess I could have mixed my epoxy beforehand so we didn't have all this stale boring air, because I need to refill my epoxy bottles. So I found that the one I did yesterday, I think I used 10 about 10 milliliters of epoxy, and I'm going to do 2 of them right now. So I'm going to do a little bit more this time, probably about 20 milliliters. I'm trying to rush through this because I have to get my kid to the orthodontist. Oh, yuck. Sorry, just measuring equal parts of my epoxy. I just crap all over my hands. It's kind of cold in here, so my epoxy doesn't want to move a whole lot. But I usually have a little space heater going next to me when I'm working with epoxy, but you guys wouldn't be able to hear anything I was saying, and it creates an awful noise in the background. So we're just gonna go with it. God, it really does not want to do anything. That's awful. And then after I mix this, I will separate it into 2 parts because I'm going to do 2 of them right now. And I want them 2 different colors of coffee, not the same color. And usually you try to avoid creating bubbles in your epoxy while you're mixing it. Drinks have bubbles, so I wasn't too worried about it. So you'll see me stirring my epoxy like a madman, just so I can rush through this, because, like I said, I have to get my kid to the orthodontist. It's going to take 1,200 years to mix because it's cold. I might turn my heater on real quick just so I can mix this. Okay, so it's mostly mixed. I just have 1 trillion bubbles, and now I have to portion it out in separate cups. I can't even tell how much I have. Okay. So now we have 2 that are about the same. And then the one I did yesterday, I used Van Dyke Brown Dr. Martens India ink. so you don't need 2 sticks in there. Sorry, my allergies are freaking going nuts. Just mix it up so your color's nice and mixed in and you don't have a bunch of streaks. You really only need like a drop of color because otherwise it'll turn your epoxy all stringy and disgusting. And then for that one, so it's not like such an opaque brown, I did a little bit of the white pinata color. Just a few drops of that. And then just mix it up. That one turned out pretty light, but that's okay. And I'm gonna add a little bit more brown just because I don't like how light it is. A little bit more than a lot. Or a lot bit more than a little. Okay. So there's the mix for one of them, and then my next one I want to try a little bit of acrylic to color it. And you only need about a drop of the acrylic, maybe 2, just depending on what color you're going for. Yeah, I like the color of that one better. One more drop. Okay, so now we have our colors mixed up. You take your cup with a little bit of ice in it and just dump it in. Now it doesn't look like it's going to fill, oh shit. It doesn't look like it's going to fill it up, but I'm adding more ice, so well. And I gotta have room to stir it. I gotta wipe that up, but that's gonna be a gross mess. And this one. Now I'm no pro like Sarah or Heather or Nika or any of them, so you're probably like, what in God's name is this girl doing? I just kind of wing it with everything. If it goes well, awesome. If not, it goes in the trash. Alright, so Okay, so now I'm gonna add more ice. See, it's filling it right up there. So I have two ices. One was kind of like a round pebble and one was like shards. So I add a little bit of both. It's just my personal preference. Oh! So you don't want to totally like get rid of the ice, but you want to mix it in so it looks like it's a part of the drink and not just sitting on top. But then I kind of like pull it back to the top too, so it's floating. That's that one. And then this one. Mix the ice in. And then I'll just sprinkle a tiny bit more on top so you really see the ice, because my friend doesn't want the whipped topping on hers or lid. So I'm trying to make sure it really looks like an iced coffee. There, you can definitely see the ice on that one. And I'll give this one a little bit more too. Don't worry, I'll flip the camera around and show you after I'm done. Okay. So, there's that. And then my friend wanted a straw in hers. So I'm just gonna, this is just like, they're for cake pops. It's just a little cake pop stick, and then I just cut it to fit the cup. And stuff it down in there. Pink. Alright, I'm gonna flip the camera around. Can I flip while it's recording? I don't know what that did. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it and then re-record again. So excuse my messy craft table. There are your little ice caps after they're finished. That's all it is. It took me like 5-10 minutes to do. I think a little longer because I was trying to do a tutorial, but yeah, that's all.